Because usually I try and catch Terry out.
He's getting used to it now, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he was onto it. I think everyone too much warning. Welcome, viewer. Oh, you're here, Vicky. Welcome, viewer. Welcome to this episode. It is like a psychotic episode, really. This episode of Audits. Why don't you ditch your presenter? I'm kind of thinking that sounds like all three of us.
You have fun. Bye.
Yeah, we'll go on. The three of us will go on now. You enjoy yourselves. There you go. Ta-da!
But it is a little bit like that, isn't it? Why don't you ditch your presenter? I think. Oh, whose turn is it to jump on first? I never pick on myself.
Oh, madam.
It's always Terry.
Ian.
Serves you right. Try and get me in trouble. You got backfired.
Well, let's just find out what this means to you, because we know who chose this topic, and you and I both said,
"Yeah, that was subtle, that Fiona. That was subtle. That one."
What does it inspire in you? What does you think that Terry was talking about when he came up with this idea as a subject for audits to tackle?
What we're doing today, by the way? Ditch the presenter.
Changes.
Ditching the orange presenter.
Okay. What is it? When I first started all those years ago. Yeah. Ooh, wibbly wobbly screen. I spent a fortune on all these books that promise to make you a better instructor. Use these pictures, those kind of books. And not one of them ever had the situation that's just happened in front of me in a picture. So I ended up with a car full of scraps of paper or the back of fag packets with crap drawings on, because I'm a driving instructor, not an artist. If you've seen any of my drawings, you would know that statement is 100% true. So I just gave up on them. There's either too much information, not enough information, or the wrong information. And don't get me started on the rule that isn't the rule.
Which rule?
The one that isn't one.
Somewhere between 11 and 1 o'clock. And
the 12 o'clock rule, that's what
no, you've spoken its name.
Yeah.
No. Quick, spit on the floor 7 times and turn around 3 times northwest.
Oh, between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock, Tom. I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry, mate.
It's not a rule. Where's it written down? It's not written down in any textbook or reference book.
Or the Bible. The Highway Code Bible.
Well, it's not in there.
Exactly.
The advice in there is really vague, which I love.
It is.
Because then I can put my own spin on that.
Yeah, and if you do anything like roadcraft, it's like the one with the less Q in it.
Yeah, the path of least resistance. Yeah.
The path of least resistance, a clock rule.
Yeah. So that's what I think he meant when he suggested this.
Yeah. Terry, what did you think you meant?
What did I think I meant?
Is anybody else's screen the same as mine? And it looks like Terry's sitting straight over Andy's head like an old...
No, it's just you.
Like, stay like that, because it looks like you've got a pattern on your T-shirt.
Not on my screen, no. Why did I suggest this? Because it's probably the least effective way to get a message across. And for so many instructors and PDIs, it's the go-to. And I've sat in the back of enough lessons to know that it's not very effective.
If only there was a high quality product that had, say, little vehicles and things and pre-printed road layouts that you could
And comes
adapt.
in a box.
Comes in a box, keeping everything together.
A little
Oh
flag.
my God,
Only somebody had thought of that.
Now,
that would be amazing.
here we go. See, I wasn't going to bring it up because I've already got to say sorry to people because I'm working away and I've sold out of the ones I've got. So
You do something like that, do you, Fiona? Wow. Did you know that, Terry?
anyway,
What, you do like a little set with like cars and they can move, and cyclists and pedestrians and buses and lorries. You do them. Oh
Why have
my
you
God,
never
that
told
must
us
be
about
so good.
this?
anyway,
I don't know.
what I'd like to
What, contact Fiona Taylor on Facebook and ask? Wow, that would be incredible. That would.
I mean, if she wanted
I'm
to
so sorry to
distribute
so
us a
many
couple, we could demonstrate them for people. Like
Yeah,
on Must Have Ideas TV.
yeah, yeah. QBD, whatever it's called. We can do it on there.
BYD. No, that's a car, isn't it?
Anyway,
What's it like to be flung under the bus, Fiona?
yeah, this is your one opportunity. It is. It is. Well, and I was thinking that when I was away and I'd already sold out of them and thinking this isn't going to be very good. But thank you, I think. So be patient. However, what's different about mine though? Because otherwise you're saying don't do anything with presenters and yet one of you sells them.
No, you don't set a presenter.
No, you don't. Oh,
Vicky's got her hand up.
Vicky
Because
wants.
I've got Fiona set.
Hey.
It doesn't give any answers.
It doesn't have
It's
anything on it.
It's got nothing. They can set up their own scenarios. It hasn't got blinking cars put at 6 to 8 car lengths away from the junction and telling you when to check your mirrors and stuff. They've got to work it out themselves.
So what you're saying is it promotes conversation, Vicky.
100%. I love it.
And
So it's a non-blank canvas.
yeah. Or laminate.
And the problem with
What you have to do it on the floor?
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Because my brain will go into. I found.
Filth, do you? Is that where your brain will go?
No. I found out. A certain activity. I was wondering where the name came from. That kind of activity that
it's short for sexual intercourse.
well, yeah, but it's people tend to do it in lay-bys, and I found out the reason why it was called the name it's called, and I was just really interested. Anyway, but you started it, and then my brain went down that rabbit hole of filth.
I have a jogger, which people often want to change the first letter to.
See,
There you go.
All three of you should go more often. Right, so let's get back on track. What's the difference between having MS, PSL, Ipsgalada, Pom, Dom, Som, Lom, la 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 la, 12 o'clock rule? I just had to say it.
I genuinely found mine from Smart Driving yesterday.
Other
All of the presenters.
instructor providers are available.
Oh, sorry. I immediately threw it away because I kind of looked through it and thought this is awful.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot we're on the BBC.
I think they try to answer every question. They don't deal with the one question your pupil's got. Just thinking of a polite way of saying no, you're talking shite, Ian.
No. No, I was just thinking, so this is, with those acronym things and those, the acronyms. Who
Mhm.
needs to understand an acronym?
No one.
I don't.
Well, some people do so that they can help someone else with the process. So the acronyms, I think, are more suitable for the person who's teaching and observing to make sure that it's going, especially when we're new to it. After a while, we don't have to think about it. But for me, when I'm driving, to try and think of what go. No, it can't be go. What's the G stand for? Do you see what I mean? If going through those things. So it doesn't work for me because I have this much IQ. The presenter, then, let's go back a little bit. So if it's one of those presenters and there are books, there are iPad things, there are very scripted things, but it turns a conversation into a monologue. And it should be a dialogue. There's two of you in a car. And sometimes we explain these things, this is just how I feel about it. We explain things about cars to people who know it already.
Also, the big problem with presenters is you've often got the questions there. And so, dare I say, poorly trained PDIs will just read off the list of questions on the left-hand side without any thought of whether it's a relevant question or whether it's a question that needs to be asked or if it's a helpful question. They just read it off because it says in the presenter, these are the questions to ask. And it could be completely unconnected with what the student needs. And the presenter is often on the ADR PDI's lap. The student's looking over there. Often it's being covered by their hand because they're right-handed and they're writing stuff on there or drawing stuff on there. And after about 10 seconds, the student's attention drops and they start reading because there's so many words to read and they start reading what's on the presenter and they stop listening. And so what the ADR PDI is trying to do, it just becomes pointless and a waste of time. It is the last, by far the last option you should ever use when you're trying to help someone. There's so many other better options available. And that's the problem with presenters.
It also assumes that just people know nothing about driving just because they're learning to do that and achieve a certain standard. But how many pedestrians look at cars to see if they're signalling and if they can cross the road? Why do we need to tell someone to signal? I don't know why we need to explain those things. And this is why, if you have a conversation with someone, and that's what I like about my thing, if you get that out and you hand it over, we should be hand the presenter over.
And at the end of the day, who doesn't like playing with toy cars?
Well, exactly. It's like, you get the conversation, like you say, that absolutely, Fiona, it's a dialogue. And I always remember
what presenter you use, even if it's your old one, just cross out all the writing, hand a diagram over.
Give it to them, let them draw it, yeah, exactly. And the thing that popped into my head was, and it's from years ago, and I was sitting in the back of a mate's lesson, and he stopped to talk about roundabouts, and he got his presenter out, and he starts talking about roundabouts, and I had a bit of feedback after, and I said, oh, and he said his work, and he said his name then. I said, you're an idiot. And he said, me, mate. And he said, why? I said, well, you're doing a thing about roundabouts, yeah? Yeah. And you got your presenter out and you explained all the stuff and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What was 50 yards in front of you, you madman?
Yeah.
Crossing. After the crossing. That's a roundabout. So why the feck did you not just get out of the car and go and do it at the roundabout and have a chat at the roundabout? Where you can hear it, smell it, and get the speeds and everything. And that would have been so much better than have your head down in your lap for 10 minutes or whatever, however long it was. And he went, yeah, you're right, I'm an idiot. And that's the problem with it, because it's the go-to for too many instructors when it should be last resort. Get out of the car, go and stand by roundabout, go stand by pedestrian crossing, use a pedestrian crossing, go stand, if you can, on a dual carriageway slip road. We're lucky in St Albans we've got them, we can always stand next to it. Go stand next to, whatever else needs to stand next. Get out of the car and it works with any learning style. When you're out of the car, it works with kinesthetic because they're out doing stuff, visual, they're seeing stuff, auditory, they can hear stuff. It works for any learning style. Get out and have a look. Ditch the presenter.
Absolutely.
And then also, if you're both watching the same thing, you've both got the same picture in your head.
Exactly.
Rains a lot up here.
Brains is what?
Rains a lot up here. You said you were in St Albans.
Oh, see.
Andy,
Take an umbrella,
together.
Andy.
We'll club together and buy you an umbrella.
Oh, I think you
Two umbrellas.
know, just a thought. That's all right.
Yeah, it does. We have.
Get out and have a look.
Yeah, get out and have a look. We're lucky in Colchester. There's a roundabout. It's a sort of a bizarre oval shape. It used to be two smaller roundabouts, but there's a car park conveniently above it where you can look down. You can literally. But it's people having the time. What do you like about what you're seeing? What don't you like about what you're seeing? And then when somebody says that one isn't staying in their lane, they're going too fast, you can, it's a different kind of learning, because it's learning about preference and choice, and it just changes things. And that's what you don't have if you say, so when you approach this roundabout, the first thing you're going to do is look at where the exit is, and if it's 12 o'clock, so with the presenter, what you're saying, Terry, is people are just receiving information, maybe.
Possibly. And it's often irrelevant because we just reading the questions on the side, on the other side. And it's not very inclusive. It's no involvement from the learner.
Rigid.
Yeah, rigid is a good word. Rigid is a good word. I was having some training years and years ago from a trainer we know. And we're in Sitting Enfield Golf Club. And he said, who's got a presenter? And I said, I've got one in the car. We can't get it. Come back. And it was all tatty. So I had it since I started in 98, whenever it was. And it had been in the boot. I just kept it to show PDIs, this is limitations and stuff. So don't get these. And it was just dirty and tatty because it had been in the boot. And I handed it to him and he went, it's not very professional, is it? And I said, I never use it. As I got it from the boot, stop moaning. And he went, good lad.
Nice.
Because it's just, and I still we take it out for PDIs. We have a discussion about it. What's the pros and cons of using this?
Well, my sets came from, I couldn't do that thing. I couldn't read and have a conversation with someone. So I've got little cars.
Yeah.
And then I made myself some so I made that's when I've had mine from. That's that's just I couldn't get on with reading things and, like you say, asking questions that didn't seem relevant. Someone already knows it. I just
and it also doesn't really promote much thought for the ADI or PDI. There's no need for them to think of their own questions because they've got them written down there.
Ian, got a question for you.
Oh, right.
Oh, look, it's sitting up. Oh, look, it's paying attention now.
Well, hopefully this inspires deep thought.
What, the computer?
What?
Yeah.
Are we playing chess?
No, I knew I could say it to you, and you. Who does it undermine? Using a presenter.
Who does it undermine? Both you and your pupil.
Good. I was hoping you'd say both.
Top of the class, Ian.
Thanks. Thanks.
Always.
Won't be there long. I won't be there long.
In what way does it undermine the instructor?
Are you asking Terry that?
No, she's asking you.
Oh,
I've done enough talking.
In which way does it undermine the instructor? You're incapable of having a unique thought about what's just happened. You have to refer to other people's opinions about what you should be doing.
Yeah.
As soon as you open that book, you go, and I am going to fucking play what I'm going to do here.
Terry?
And we've all been there at the start of our careers.
We've all done it, yeah, exactly.
I know what I'm going to do here.
Yeah. I was encouraged to write my own stupid questions and my own this. I didn't read it once. Like I said, reading is not my favourite skill.
You can buy a book of questions now, you know.
You can.
How many notes did I make, Ian?
None, you bugger.
Terry, what are your thoughts?
But it's true, you know.
How does it undermine the instructor? How else?
Well, what Ian said. Yes, exactly what Ian said.
Yeah.
You know, there's no. It's just there's no thought needed. I know I'll get the presenter out because I've not been trained well enough to come up with my own questions.
It's a bit like driving by numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I've lost my track now.
Scale
Not for
extract
the first time.
on railway.
There are just so many better options. You know, give them a pen and paper, get them to draw it. Show me what you did. You know, show me your positioning there. Draw it, and then you get an idea of well, you know, a presenter. I mean, yes, you can do it on a presenter, but because it's a presenter, we don't. It's ours. It's our tool that we use. It's for us to get information across to the learner. And it's just, yeah, I don't like them. I don't like it. Not likey.
It doesn't get information across to the learner. It gets information out of us. That's where it ends. Just because I tell someone something doesn't mean they get it. Otherwise, Terry would turn up on time.
I was not late. I am just like Gandalf. I arrive exactly when I mean to.
Curiosity. Presenters kill curiosity as well.
Yes.
They just kill it. They just make it. Oh, it's got the thing out.
I remember what I was going to say.
What?
Ian reminded me about, you know, doing your own. Do your own. Get your own bunch. You know, do them with your local area. I mean, I've got a PDO at the moment. He's done a fantastic. He's drawn it out on a computer and stuff. An exact replica of a multi-lane roundabout up in Stevenage.
It's hard to do it.
Huh?
It is hard to do it.
Yeah, he's a computer. So yeah.
If anyone's thinking, yeah, I'll do it for myself, it is really hard to do it to scale. And then when you change the size of your little things, it makes it really.
Or just draw it and just, you know.
If only there was a computer program that took the whole Earth and scanned it.
I know. The thing is,
no, that'd be mad.
The little lines. You can't see the little lines. You have to put them back on.
Well, there aren't any little lines where I teach.
And there's always someone straight lining the 12 o'clock rule.
She said it. I'm
about to flounce out of the room now.
What's happened to the computer?
Who's
You
concluded?
are?
We've all disappeared. Why is that then?
It's probably wiggle your mouse a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're back again.
go.
Yeah.
He said mouse. He said mouse.
You've got two cats here. Be careful.
Well, don't wiggle certain things. Otherwise, it'll be lacerated before you know it.
What,
So
your mouse?
basically-
Oh, dear.
Basically, get out, get your own stuff, but get the person in the driver's seat telling you stuff. That's it. Get them doing it.
Yeah, blood. And just see if you notice a difference. Have a go.
Presenter out for a maneuver.
Don't get me started.
I could still do that turning the road one.
Yeah.
Is that with the quarter light?
No, that's a reverse. And thank you for remembering. I'm sure I still blush when I think about that. Yeah.
But
No.
not about other things.
Not about other things, no. No, the quarter light was before my nursing career. Then you don't blush for anything after that. In summary, then, as I said, do it your own way, but do it your pupil's way, really. But consider that. I'm not trying to say anyone's things are dreadful, but please consider your own. Ditch your presenter, or use it, but use it sparingly.
Like a doorstop.
You'll never find the picture you need in a presenter.
No.
May I say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
I know. Obviously, I've cottoned on to what a presenter is because I'm quite clever. I mean, originally I thought it was a person, like with a big stick or something. Yeah, but I've realised. But I've never had one of these things because no one ever told me about that. But I might have got one if I.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have been here. No. Forget everything we've said. Don't go looking for them.
So I won't go looking for one. No, so I've learnt that.
So how do you get the information across then, Andy?
Like you do. Except I don't leave litter around my car. I have a pad of paper, so the pages hold together. But I draw it, whatever it is. Yeah.
Excellent.
So I've got quite good at drawing the shrimp roundabout because I can never find the last one I drew. So I'm very good at drawing the damn thing, you know.
Now you say if you had a car full of bits of paper, you'd find one with the shrimp on it.
Well,
Find
yes.
one with the shrimp on it.
What's a shrimp roundabout?
It's not a roundabout shaped like a shrimp.
It's just.
It's 1.5 roundabouts joined together.
Really? Where's this?
It's in Morecambe or Morecambe.
How many?
Morecambe. So
Oh.
it's the main commuter access to Morecambe, and you've got a normal roundabout and then half a roundabout stuck off one of the exits, and it's called the shrimp roundabout.
With
And at
a
the moment,
dual
it's
carriageway linking them.
Yeah, this is
It's
dual
about
carriageway.
10
Yeah.
yards long.
There's a Toby Carvery on your left-hand side. There's a Sainsbury's further up the road on the left-hand side.
But why is it called the shrimp, do you think, Terry?
Because it's shaped like an octopus.
No, because the pub was called the Shrimp many years ago. So anyone that was born there, or very old, like some people, might know that. But other than that, you see, it's because Morecambe Bay is known for its shrimps, isn't it? The football teams, the shrimps.
Ah, shrimpers. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, shrimps. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Don't worry about it, Fiona. It's grown up talk. Don't
I
worry.
only learnt when I moved up here.
I'm 5'2", but I'm probably on the way to shrinking now, aren't I?
Oh,
Not shrimping, shrinking.
all right.
Right, next one, people. 6:30 on the 8th of July. The subject is, as of yet, unknown.
Well, has anybody on the screen got any ideas about what we should talk about?
What they'd like to be discussed? Come on, guys. Come on, help us out here. What do you want us to talk? I see Vicky's brain is working. See this team coming out the ears.
We did have an idea.
Did we?
Oh, that was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Forget about
Fiona.
that.
No,
Yeah.
an idea suggestion from a couple of people, and I think we've done one of them, but we didn't do the other. But seeing as
Did we
we've
not do that? Did we not?
we did one, but there were at least 2 ideas.
Okay. Maybe we should have a hat,
We should have a hat.
and then we can throw ideas into it and draw them out of it,
Yeah. And what will
but
we
not
do?
throw them
Mail
back
the
into it
hat
when
to
we
each
talk about
other?
it.
Can we
You know
not
what?
have a hat? Because how long will it take to mail it? I'm not paying.
All
Meanwhile, back at the
around
farm.
my hat, I will wear the green heather.
I'm still thinking about a shrimp roundabout.
Any ideas, guys? Tom,
Come on.
Vicky, Andy?
Juicy subject.
I was
Yeah.
up early this morning, so I'm not taking responsibility for anything else. Not today. I had to get up at 5. You know.
Me too.
I was up at 3 yesterday, so I beat you by 2.
Oh, well, if we're going to start on like that every night at 2:30, one cat wants to go out, and I have a conversation. You're not going out till daylight, you know. So we wait till 3:30, and it goes out the window. And then the other one never wants to follow it straight out, only wants me to just go back to sleep and then wake me up again. Then he goes out the window. So I'm always out in the middle of
And
the
then
night.
your bladder wakes you up. I get it.
Oh, your bladder too.
Like I said,
Goes on and on.
I know what happens to you guys.
I'm sensing Tom has an idea.
Oh,
That's good because Tom isn't.
Bugger.
why did you think that, Terry? Did you see something moving there, or cogs? Or
Well,
something?
I just see Tom's eyes going up and across like he's thinking of something. But
Yeah,
I'm sure
what were you
now,
gonna
now I've
say?
said that, and now Vicky's going to come up with an idea. I sense it in my bones.
Oh no, she's moving towards the button. Move it
There
out.
you go. There you go.
Here we go.
You know what?
I
I'm going
am
to preempt it.
so predictable.
Vicky, what a
says
great
the deer.
idea. Let's go
But
for
we
that.
love it. Come on. What have you got?
We may have done it already, but I'm on the wine, so I apologise if I'm repeating myself. Being proactive, so not waiting until we're at the thing to deal with the thing.
Risk
Nothing
not-
like
That'd be
clarity.
a great banner for a great title for it. Don't wait for
I
the
thought
thing
so.
till you're at the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, Ian.
Why
Really
don't you be
stands that one, does.
proactive?
Deal with the thing before we deal with the thing, Fiona.
Why don't you deal
That's
with
your
the thing?
banner.
Deal with the thing. Is that really what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Isn't proactive a yogurt?
I was just thinking that. It's a probiotic, absolutely.
Activia. Yeah, maybe.
Why don't you ditch the Activia? There you go. Why don't
I
you ditch
find
the
that I've got
probiotic?
some of them that will be like, yeah, you know, like you have Terry and I've often had conversations about agreeing who's doing what before we set off. So I'm having these conversations before we set off, and then we're getting up to the thing, and they're not ready for the thing. So I'm stepping early. I'm going, so what's your plan? What are your thoughts? So I'm still stepping in and rescuing them.
Right.
Are you with me?
I had my answer.
Okay.
I nearly had my answer. I love
Tom.
one of mine. It's really simple.
We will add it to the extensive list.
May I ask you, Tom? I was a bit slow earlier, but you were talking about being in laybys or something, and your car and the name of it.
Right?
And you said that you would swap the J with another letter, and I think I've just got the letter. Was it a T?
Yeah.
Was it T? It was. So now I often see you go by, as you know, and you're
Yeah.
highly recognisable with your todger. So I shall just comment as I wave, and my pupils often say to me, "Do you know these people?" I say, "No, I'm just being polite. I very rarely ever know any of them." I said, but now I realize, no, I know Tom with his todger.
Yes.
He wasn't the letter I was thinking of, but never mind.
What was the letter you were thinking of
We're
then?
going to go that. We're stopping now.
No.
Right.
No,
Come
no,
on, yay.
no.
Time to end.
It's much earlier in the alphabet, though.
Yeah.
T for codger.
I mean, it's way, way, way before T.
Fiona.
A, B.
Have you got a cough, Terry? Anyway,
Yes.
it is. Now, listen
Oh.
here, guys, I've got something else to say. One more thing. We are planning on having the you'll have to send us your email if you want the link.
Okay.
So start sending your emails early. You can go on the list and then you can get the link. Either you come in or you give us your email, then you can have the link and then you can look at as many audits as you like because you'll get the link to all of them. But this is the plan, and there are reasons we're doing it, but you know, they're already saying we've got to go. So thank you, everyone. Next one.
What you got? Any the workshops coming up? Fiona, anything you want to tell people about?
I haven't got any dates, but again, I'll put the thing out.
I don't like dates. I prefer cherries. The first time. Look, I'm taking that as a win. That's the first time I've stopped Fiona mid-sentence.
Well, I was just trying to make a pun of medjool, but I couldn't get one.
Oh, okay. I've got some workshops.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Next Thursday.
Next
Checking
Thursday.
the date. I'm just checking the date. Next Thursday.
And what you're making in your workshop then? Is it Santa and his little elves again?
What? What are you talking about, man? No, next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday, 6:30. Games people play.
I like that one.
Go through some games and stuff that you can help with your learners and just give another tool in your box. Vicky's done it before. Vicky, was it good? You better be nice. I'm going to take your wine away. Okay. And then upcoming after that, I haven't got a date for it yet, but go to my Facebook page. You'll see adverts for the games. The games when you want to come along. And there's one coming soon entitled "How We Help People Fail."
Ooh, nice. Ooh, that's juicy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm probably
Yeah,
good
Yeah.
at that.
That's like me
Yeah.
and my Beyond the Test, which has just started, but that's 10 weeks long. That's a long mega thing.
Can they come in now, or have they missed one, or does it matter?
So it's already in progress, and I haven't got any more dates. But this is where the email addresses come in handy, because then you can keep up to date and you can plan ahead and find out when things are. But there's the other things as well.
Where do I send my email address to?
Friend me on, well, send it to Ian and he can put you in this.
He's already got it.
Ian, can you
Hello.
send me Andy's email and I'll put it, and you just need to know, we need to know, Andy, where you want the email to go. Who do you want to give it to? Because if you want Terry to have it, tell Ian to send it to Terry or whatever.
Oh, you give it to Terry. I'd like to go to that course you just said, that workshop.
Brilliant.
Oh,
There you go. These are the things. You can also send them to us. Friend us on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Well,
I'm not on Facebook,
so yeah, just get Ian to do it.
I wouldn't even know how to do Facebook.
Well, neither do I, as you found out.
that'd be a good conversation to listen to.
So you know when you said you needed to go by 1:15, Terry?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
17 minutes past. Anyway, strike a pose, people. See you next time.